1923, a much-anticipated Yellowstone spin-off revolves around Jacob Dutton, the brother of James Dutton. But the most interesting character from the show is Spencer Dutton. While the other Duttons herd and care for cattle in Montana, Spencer Dutton lives alone in the African wilderness. Curious about Spencer, we dug deeper and discovered his connection to the current Dutton patriarch, John Dutton III. Stay tuned as we discuss all we know about the spin-off. First up, who is Spencer Dutton? Brandon Sklenner plays Spencer in 1923 and is the son of James Dutton, the Dutton who moved the family from Texas to Montana. He's also John Dutton Sr.'s brother and Jacob and Kara's nephew. During World War I, Spencer was a soldier who fought bravely in the war. But when he came back from the battlefield, he was traumatized because all that he had seen in the process. He often can't stop thinking about it, which makes him feel uneasy in his everyday life. After James and his family moved to Montana, almost all the Duttons lived on or near the Dutton Ranch. Spencer was the only one who chose to move away from his family to the wilderness of Africa. But that doesn't make him less of a Dutton just because he isn't with the rest of the family. Spencer is a lot like the Duttons because he's brave and doesn't give up easily. In the first episode of the show, Spencer fights a lion and 2 leopards without backing down, showcasing his bravery. Spencer's actions show that he doesn't run away from problems or threats, which makes him a Dutton even if he doesn't want to be one. But Spencer does get attacked by a leopard at the end of the first episode, but it's expected that he'll kill the animal and stay alive. See, he's a Dutton after all. Moving on to how he's related to Kevin Costner's John Dutton. In the 1883 series, James Dutton, played by Tim McGraw, and Margaret Dutton, played by Faith Hill, have a younger son named Spencer Dutton. James Dutton, the father of Spencer Dutton, John Dutton Sr., and Elsa Dutton, started the Dutton family in the state of Montana. Since John Dutton's great-grandfather was James Dutton, this makes Spencer one of John's grandfathers. Either he or his brother John Sr. will have a child who will turn out to be the father of John Dutton, who has been seen in flashbacks in the original series. Jacob Dutton's right-hand man and Spencer's brother, John Dutton Sr., is the father of Jack Dutton. This makes Spencer Jack's uncle. Jack's son, John Dutton Jr., also known as John Dutton II, is Spencer's grandnephew. John Dutton III, played by Kevin Costner, is the son of John Dutton II, making him Spencer's great-grandnephew. In other words, Spencer Dutton is the great-great-uncle of John Dutton III. Spencer Dutton was one of the first Duttons to be born on the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch. John Dutton III and his children carry on this family tradition. Now we know where John Dutton III got his courage from. Spencer's bravery, even when he was close to death, reminds us of John's personality in Yellowstone. That makes Spencer Dutton all the more interesting. Moving on, let's take a look at the rest of the cast confirmed for the spin-off. Starting off the list with Harrison Ford. Yep, take it in. In 1923, Indiana Jones himself will be the main character of the show, and we couldn't be happier. Jacob Dutton, who's the head of the Yellowstone Ranch, will be played by Harrison Ford. Ford is the vice chair of Conservation International, a nonprofit environmental group in the United States that has its headquarters in Arlington, Virginia. The goal of the group is to protect nature. The actor is best known for his roles in the Indiana Jones series, the Star Wars series, and films such as Witness, Blade Runner, The Fugitive, and many more. You don't get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for nothing, and the number of awards on his shelf is a sign of what kind of performance we can expect from him throughout the show. Coming up next, Helen Mirren. Make way as Hollywood's queen Helen Mirren becomes a part of the Yellowstone universe. Yellowstone fans are extremely fortunate to have Ford and Mirren as co-stars. Mirren will play Kara Dutton, Jacob Dutton's wife and head of the family, and a strong Dutton woman. You know, like Kelly Riley's Beth Dutton in Yellowstone and Faith Hill's Margaret and Isabel May's Elsa Dutton in 1883. Mirren has done everything and more. She won an Academy Award for her role as Queen Elizabeth II in The Queen, a Tony Award, and 4 Primetime Emmy Awards, including 2 for Prime Suspect. Moving on, Timothy Dalton. Another great actor, Timothy Dalton, also joined the Yellowstone universe. He's playing Donald Whitfield, a self-confident, powerful, and wealthy man devoid of empathy. Whitfield is Jacob and Kara's neighbor, and from what we saw in the trailer, he looks like he'll be one of the main bad guys in 1923. It's clear that the Duttons aren't the only generation with neighborhood issues. Back in the 1980s, Dalton played James Bond in the films License to Kill and The Living Daylights, so you can bet your money on a thrilling performance from this villain. The British actor is truly a great addition to the cast. Next up, Sébastien Roche. Sébastien Roche is a Scottish-French actor known for a few TV shows and movies like Supernatural, Roar, and Burning at Both Ends. We know that Roche's character in 1923 is Father Renault, a religious leader and the headmaster of a school in Montana for American Indians. This isn't the first time he's playing a religious role. He was in Young Pope as well, so it's safe to say that he knows this territory. The actor admitted that working with legends like Ford and Mirren is a dream come true for him. With that said, we can expect an impressive performance from him, since he'd want to impress the legendary cast. Followed by Jennifer Ely. Sister Mary is an Irish nun who works with Father Renault and his boarding school for American Indians. The American actress Jennifer Ely played the role of Sister Mary. Ely has been in several well-known movies, including Pride and Prejudice, The King's Speech, and the most recent one, She Said. With decades of experience in various different roles, it's no surprise that she pulled off her 1923 role quite well. Honestly speaking, it was expected, given her vast and crowded trophy cabinet. Moving on, Brandon Sklenar. We've already had the pleasure of talking about Spencer Dutton and how intriguing his character is, but credit should be given to the actor who's providing us with such a great performance. Brandon Sklenar plays Spencer Dutton in 1923. You might know Sklenar from the Paramount limited series The Offer, where he played Burt Reynolds. The actor has also played parts in Westworld, Mapplethorpe, The Magic Lantern, The Big Ugly, and Vice, among other movies. We can't wait to see what's in store as the show moves forward. Coming up next, Darren Mann. Darren Mann plays Jack Dutton in the Yellowstone prequel. Jack is the son of John Dutton Sr. and is Jacob Dutton's great-nephew. He knows everything there is to know about the family ranch better than anyone else, so it's safe to say he'll be a very important part of the show. You might know Mann from Netflix's 2018 show Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, where he plays Luke. He also had small parts in the 2015 movies Let the Right One In, Wayward Pines, and 2016's Van Helsing, followed by Michelle Randolph. In the prequel to Yellowstone, 1923, Michelle Randolph plays the role of Elizabeth Strafford, a smart and strong young woman who's about to marry Jack Dutton and join the Dutton family. That would make Elizabeth John III's aunt by marriage. Given her personality, she'll fit right in with the Duttons. Randolph was in Chasing Nightmares and A Snow White Christmas before 1923, but it wouldn't be wrong to say that Michelle's biggest role up to this point has been as Strafford. Moving on to James Badge Dale. The American actor James Badge takes on the role of John Dutton Sr. in the prequel series 1923. John Dutton Sr., who used to go by the name John Dutton, is the main character of the show. He's James and Margaret Dutton's oldest son and Jacob Dutton's oldest nephew. He's also Jacob's best friend, and there's nothing better than a bromance in the West. The actor's best known for his roles in 24 as Chase Edmonds and in the Pacific as Robert Leckie. Next up, Marley Shelton. Another actor who joined the Dutton family is Marley Shelton. Marley appears in the show 1923 as Emma Dutton, the wife of John Dutton Sr. and Jack Dutton's mother. Jack Dutton is the first of the new generation of Duttons. The American actress has been working in the industry for decades now, playing a lot of different roles. You may know Shelton from the 2022 movie Scream, where she played Judy Hicks. Moving on, Amina Neves. The young actress joins the 1923 cast as Tiana Rainwater, a young woman who goes to a government-run boarding school. Tiana Rainwater is one of the major characters in 1923. She was a young girl from the Broken Rock Reservation, and like other Native American children, she was taken from her family and sent to boarding school. Neves hasn't been acting for very long, but she was the main character in the 2021 movie Blueberry. But that doesn't mean that the actress is immature when it comes to her performance. Coming up next, Brian Garrity. Brian Garrity is an American actor who plays Zane Davis in the Yellowstone prequel 1923. During the 1920s, Zane Davis is in charge of the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch. He's best known for his parts in 2005's Jarhead, the 2008 movie The Hurt Locker, and 2012's Flight. Garrity is also known for his recurring role in the HBO drama series Boardwalk Empire. Brian's won several awards for his outstanding performances, which makes him a great addition to the 1923 cast. Finally, Julia Schlafer. Julia Schlafer is a talented young lady, and she joined the Yellowstone family as Alexandra. Alexandra is a British woman who meets Spencer Dutton during his expedition in Africa. This is a recipe for something interesting. We wonder what this could mean. Julia Schlafer is known for her role in The Politician as Alice Charles, but her roles in Instinct and Madam Secretary are also worthy of praise. The expectations are high for this young actress, and we're sure she can pull it off. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think Spencer will return to the family ranch? What are your thoughts on this cast? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.